Last October, Governor Kay Ivey asked the Alabama Public Library Service to update policy over the relocation of materials. She claims they are, quote, potentially inappropriate for children. The state's funding of local libraries would be contingent on adherence to this policy. We're now joined by our Simon Williams, who has more on the local library system and how it's upholding in the updated policy. Simon, what's the latest?
Yeah, Kenesha, well, back on May 21st, Huntsville-Madison County Public Library Board updated its own policies to account for Ivey's mandates, albeit vague as they were. But the latest concern from our local library system is over new wording to state code that the statewide public library service added on their own, and it goes beyond Ivey's previous mandate.
To suddenly say, wait, no, wait, you can only go here or there, you can only see this, you can only do this, suddenly becomes very painful for us as public servants.
That's Cindy Hewitt, the executive director of the Huntsville-Madison County Library System. Library policy updates centered on collection development and display and exhibits, both with clear outlines of criteria.
The policies we just passed, the board just passed, were designed to fulfill Governor Ivey's request without overstepping what a public library is supposed to be. According to the new administrative code, that's not sufficient.
Since then, the Alabama Public Library Service has proposed its own updates to the administrative code, which Hewitt says makes it harder for libraries to be compliant.
There's rules about restricting where children can be in the library. That seems a little much because people under 18, that's a big broad stretch from birthday, 17 and 364 days. That's a pretty big stretch of people that suddenly don't have free access to the public library.
Another area of confusion is the deadline for implementing these new rules, whatever they may be. Other concerns include chain of command, like who determines what material is inappropriate. Hewitt says that every effort for clarification with the state has been met with a different response, and any legal challenge can't happen until the code goes into effect.
It leaves us kind of puzzled about how we could possibly implement these new rules, trying to fulfill what the state wants in order to get state funding is going to be difficult and probably illegal. So, I don't know. That's something that would have to be determined in a court of law.
Until then, the Huntsville-Madison County Public Library remains open, operating as the free public service it's always been. In Huntsville, Simon Williams, Fox 54 News. In the meantime, normal library activities continue, like the Kids Summer Reading Program, which started May 28th and runs until July 20th. For more information, visit our website, fox54.com.